You talking about that text I sent? Niggas don't waste no time, bro.
Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks.
Niggas do not waste
the holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 10 logo.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
8 read. Hey, let go. Let's go. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Long. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Man. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Coleman now. And some room to maneuver. The 20. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The quick slant caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Hey, C6.
Clock now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partners, that a little sweet justice for Super Bowl 49 right there?
Nothing can ever erase the total sting, but that has to feel good, right? To flip it around, be on their own 1-yard line defending, and come up with the interception.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Safety's creeping. X3, 218, chopper.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now Rashad Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Penny. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Set, ready, 10 low ball.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Titans. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Like I'm sitting here like, damn, my face itches.
The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
They said Andrew Wiggins was sound like a double barrel.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line. Take 4, take 4, check.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jarrell Casey, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That is...
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Locke is going to fire one deep, middle. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Malone, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, a give to Penny. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
That energy out
and
there.
We remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Hey, 59, ready. Wait. Hey, Haywood.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
They just keep playing me out here, man. Fuck around and just start using them. Shit, man. Fuck it. Start making them buy me shit. All types of shit all the time. You want me to fucking spend
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I need something, man. I done got your mind right.
From the shotgun, Ryan. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Block now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. This one complete to Coleman. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey. Hey, check. Go.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Oh.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check. Hey, wait. Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34. Topper. Check curls. He's crazy. He's chasing.
Penny, the 1st down carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Yeah.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 12, Locke. That's caught. It's Malone. 22 yards there, a first down. Locke now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Coleman. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They will run again with Coleman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Now Balaj. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it. Down to the 8.
I know you felt that Bobby Wagner. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 8-yard line.
Ready. Check. Hey, over there. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. Hey, drop 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke.
Time.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Ride that motherfucker
Through
out.
an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Titans, gain of 12. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Check 61. Match box. Go.
From just shy of midfield, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Locke now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Coleman. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Break. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. There we go. There we go. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check 9. Check 9. The coach team spell.
Fuck, man.
Balaj.
What happened?
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to
Please,
get
Zion.
It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Come sit by us, nigga.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wide open man there is Malone. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Come off the ball.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Throwing now is Locke. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those odd...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run with Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready? Scoot. Me and you all day.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Gun. Watch his slant. Good job. Let's go. Gun.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a give right side Coleman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They look to throw. It's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Yeah. 54. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey, one set. Check, Mike. Hey, echo. 54. Go.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 60 yards. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Ryan under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38.
It's a sack. Come on, 51.
The 37-yard line.
Check. Hey, wahoo. Check in. Know your job. 34 is the mic. 34 is the mic. I'm coming. 22.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Let's go, touchdowns, baby. Let's go.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick 6, and they have a decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Tonight. She's like, it's just a game. I'm like, hell the fuck no, it's not.
On 2nd and 7,
this is just what I like to do. I don't like to do too much.
And his pass is
This is what I like to
intercepted
do.
for the
So when I
4th
like to
time
do
today.
something, I want to do it. Just
Picked
let me
off at
have
the
it,
38.
right?
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now,
Damn,
it's just
it ain't
not
like I'm
completely
just all the
calculated
time
correctly.
out
7
kicking
picks
it,
between last week and this week
doing
after
shit
that one.
just
And I
without
always
you,
say the
like,
most important part of a
fucking
player
time.
is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself
Yeah,
calm.
like,
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Man. Like, do you understand, like clearly you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you don't understand.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Catch me if you can. I guess it did.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.
Who over there with
and it's
you,
going to be their
cuz?
defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold,
What are you doing
I kept
quarantined over
thinking about
there?
when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was